Welcome back, everyone. We are talking today about the historic announcement from Coach Dawn Staley and Gamecock Women's Basketball as they join Team Rewind for a first-of-its-kind NIL partnership that has put them on a mission to defeat type 2 diabetes.
Joining us now, Rewind dietitian and coach Anna Sue, as well as Rewind member Sam Webb, who's also Michigan sports radio host for Michigan Insider WTKA The Ticket in Ann Arbor. Welcome to you both.
Yeah,
thank you so much for having us.
It's great to have you down here. You know, we're talking about diabetes and obesity. These are topics sometimes that people don't like to talk about. You know, it can be a little bit uncomfortable, but raising awareness is so important, as we just heard, in eliminating some of the stigma here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a part about talking about diabetes and obesity is reducing the judgment there. And that's something that we're always very adamant at Rewind, is that when you join Rewind, you know, we come at it from a curiosity standpoint. You know, I'm curious, how do we help you change your lifestyle? You know, there's never any judgment for whatever you eat, whatever you do. It's a clean slate when you come to Rewind.
And I think it's so important for people to understand, we can't say it enough, it's totally reversible. Type 2 diabetes is reversible. Sam, you've been on Team Rewind for a minute now. What has been most transformative about this program for you?
A couple of things. You know, Rewind is a journey in sort of introspection. You figure out, one thing you figure out first of all is, you know, when you come to some of the triggers, some of the things that make you eat the way that you do, fixing that part of it is a big part of reversing the behavior and reversing the condition. And for me, it's like a pre-diabetic condition. So you have, you know, people who are already type 2 diabetic, and then people who are on their way to being that. I lost my grandmother to type 2 diabetes. She was an amputee before she lost her life. So I could see where it was going. I had seen a lot of things come my way to endorse on the show before, and I never really got in, but we had Desmond Howard. He was our Dawn Staley, right? So raised some awareness about the program, and then as I looked into it, I saw what was really different about it is you have access to someone like Anna on a regular basis when you're in a restaurant and you need to know, what can I eat? I can get on the app and ask Anna like I did. Or if I have if I'm feeling a little, something is off as I'm going through the program, I can contact my doctor coach, Amy Rothberg, and she'd say, you're not drinking your water, Sam. You need to drink your water. So it is different with the engagement with experts that you don't get with other programs.
All about team and all about accountability, and just having someone there for support. So key and so important. You talk about even some of the emotional triggers that might lead toward making some of those decisions that ultimately bring forth something like a diabetes diagnosis. Who are some of the candidates, who are the people that you're looking for to participate in your program?
Well, I mean, certainly our primary goal is to help those with diabetes, you know, put their diabetes into remission. But, you know, certainly there are, we do have a lot of members who maybe don't necessarily have diabetes but are at risk of it. And so we do have a whole screening process in place, and that's where we are directing people to our website, joinrewind.com/SC, to be able to find out more information, fill out, you know, our screening form to make sure that this kind of a program is actually also medically appropriate for them to do.
Well, I love the accessibility. I mean, you know, that you have, you know, the virtual connection to have these constant, consistent meetings, because consistency is important as well. And that you can just get up like you're at a restaurant, you know, to be able to connect with your coach to get some guidance about what the best choices are. But Sam, you touched on something else earlier. When you're making these changes, a lot of times people feel like you have to give up everything you love and you have to give it up all at once. And that is not the case. This is about making small, manageable, practical, maintainable changes, good decisions day by day.
It is a great point. And because Dawn, one of the first questions Dawn asked me, what do you have to give up? And I said, you don't have to give up anything. You can find substitutes for things that you like, but if there's something that you really want, like we went on vacation to Orange Beach a couple of years ago, and I told Anna and Amy that I was going, and said, I want a po' boy when I go down there. I gotta have a po' boy when I go down there. So you can have it, just plan for it. You know, just like you plan you're gonna go to a movie tomorrow at 7.
Plan your budget to go on your trip.
Exactly. You plan to have that po' boy. So you can still have the things that you wanna have, which frankly, in a lot of communities, you don't have as many options, right? I'm originally from Flint, Michigan, so you don't have the access to the variety of foods. So you got to figure out ways in which you can eat healthier with the things that you have, with the resources that you have around you. It is something that you can accomplish, and this is one of the things that Rewind does. They make it accessible and something that you can attain, whether you're live in a community like Ann Arbor, or you live
Yeah.
in a community like the one I'm from. in
Or
Flint.
even our rural communities in South Carolina.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Sam, talk about what it's done to you, and being able to kind of go through this process, the change that you see when you look in the mirror, and what you're seeing, and at least some of the measurable statistics there. You see change right before your eyes. What does that
50
do?
pounds.
Wow.
50 pounds. I lost the 50 pounds and see Anna clap. So
I always clap
She's
every time.
she's always affirming the
Yes,
the
yes.
goals, right, and the accomplishments. But 50 pounds, and that was in the first 5 months,
Yeah.
right? And so you can go well beyond that. I have friends that have lost 70, 80 pounds, and I still have 25 or 30 more to go.
Yes.
But she always says progress over perfection.
I
So
like that.
you won't achieve it in a straight line. But more than how you look is how you feel.
Yeah,
I mean,
same.
I'm always on the go. I'm going up to Charlotte to cover some games after this. So I'm carrying around equipment all the time. So much easier to get around. So, I mean, it's about taking the first step. And
Yeah.
that's the best encouragement that I can give. This is something you can do. Every person that I've turned on, either through one-to-one interaction or on my show,
Yeah.
that has experienced Rewind has had success. Every single one. You know, these clinicians, they don't like absolutes. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
I know, I
Every
know.
person that I have referred to this program has had success. Every
Listen,
single one.
And Sam, I just have to say, we're wrapping that time, and I want you to give the website for people, because I know people are watching who are saying, you know what,
Yeah.
let me at least see what this is about and see if
Yeah.
it's a good fit for me. So we want to make sure people know how to connect. But I have to thank you, because for men, it's hard sometimes to deal with these health issues, particularly so for Black men. I say that from my own experience. So for you to be so willing to share your story and to put it out there and to encourage other people, I just want to say thank you for doing that, Sam. It's changing lives and saving lives. So thank
Absolutely.
you. And at the website?
joinrewind.com/SC. You'll be able to find more information, and you can even schedule an info call with myself, one of our other dietitians,
Okay.
and some other of our staff. So,
Fantastic.
Cool. Cool. Thank you so much. We
absolutely.
appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
All right.